Happy Easter, and for this Easter, I'm going to put out the theory of everything, theory of creation, and basically tell the story of Jesus real quick and the Holy Trinity. Well, let's let me go down here. Okay, so God, man, and Jesus, huh? We represent God as a negative number because we can't see him. But for this conversation, he exists. Man, he exists. I'm here. I'm a physical being. So we can represent him with +1. And Jesus, well, Jesus made it both man and God. Man and God. Bam! Okay. That's the equation for creation. -1 + 1 = 0. That is the only way we can create 0. And at the same time, we show a negative number, we show addition, and we show that if we add a negative to a positive, we cancel something out. We've been learning math all wrong. 1 + 1 is not 2. That doesn't teach us anything. This teaches us something. This expands our mind. This allows us to reach into 2 different possibilities. This allows us to think and allows us to create. At the same time, 0, if represented as a 3D, will be a sphere. Jesus is is all around us, and the sphere is a perfect shape. The world, atoms, everything it's a sphere. At the same time, Jesus died on a cross. 0 rest on the cross, and he had to make the sacrifice. And that's the whole thing. X, Y, Jesus died right there on the cross. And that's the neutral point. And at the same time, if you put 0 on its edge, it can look like a gate. And through Jesus, you find God. Man can only get to Jesus, or man can only get to God through Jesus. And so that's how the Stargate comes into play. Okay, and then to elaborate a little bit further, so on the theory of everything and the theory of creation is that debt doesn't really exist. Money, we have to create that out of debt. And so we create money out of debt's image, and so we can allow for transactions. At the same time, we have sperm. I mean, because, well, when I can see my sperm, I can't really see eggs, and so that's why I consider that. And then we have birth, and that allows us to know that there's something that's going on, that this message is being received, and because we get life. At the same time, how can we demonstrate this into science, into physical? Okay, because right now I have religion, I have economy, I have nature, and now I'm trying to explain the physical world, and so I'm going to use dreidel because it's just that simple. So 0 is going to be this world, this plane, and it's connected by this axle because man is the worker. Man is there's the magic hand, which is the driving force, and so once this hand is removed, this thing will still be spinning. And yeah, I mean, this part I can elaborate on a little bit more, and I'll actually grab my notes, or I should grab my notes for the later part of this. But that's the whole thing is that yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let me because the magic hand, and that's where if we look into money mechanics, we know that the magic hand, well, that's what the gravity is, and that's kind of the whole thing. Because if this magic hand wasn't there, then this gravity. Actually, I'm gonna explain to you the way that I actually... Fuck, man. Where's the... Okay. And so... we have a wheel and axle. And, okay, this is the ground and stuff. Okay, well, and then we have a man who is pushing this axle. Well, being that there's no wheel on this end, it's just gonna spin. It's not gonna go anywhere. But if we attach this wheel, if this was an actual wheel, then we would have two wheels connected by an axle, and we'd be able to drive these two worlds in that direction. However, this machine is still not complete. We need to put another plane on here, okay? And then, so we can actually put some food on there, and then we have, well, we just created, well, we have two universes that are opposites, because this is 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9. See, the 9 and the 3 are they're opposing. They're still going the same direction, but they're opposite. And so, and this is like the whole getting into quantum mechanics and whatnot. And that's why it's a little bit tricky, and that's why I'm getting a little tongue-tied on this. It's not that it's really any more difficult than anything else. It's that I actually started going on it a little bit foolishly. However, I digress, because that's really the easy part. If I can convince everyone else of the thought, then that's the main idea. Because the physical part, that's there. Okay, and so we go back to the equation. Oh, and real quick, we're carbon-based life forms. 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, 6 protons. And if we flat pack a cube, it's 6. It comes out into a cross, and there's 6 sides to it. And so that's kind of stepping away from this. And so we go into the quadrant, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, and plus 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 negative, negative plus negative negative. There's only 25% of the known universe, 75% unknown, and yeah, we can show that. At the same time, we can only start doing blueprints if we have this diagram, because we need to show that these are equal and opposite sides. That what's happening on this side is the same that's happening on this side. It's just that they're opposite, and we need to represent that in a way. Excuse me. And then here we have March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. Isn't it pretty funny how we have spring, summer, and it's plus plus, the hottest time of the year, and then in fall plus negative, and then winter negative, and at the same time 365 days in a year, 91 and a quarter, 91 and a quarter, 91. I know it's actually a little bit fluctuates, but and this is a perfect world, but we can understand whatever. We can still break it down. 26 letters in the English alphabet, or the Arabic alphabet, and we share these the plane, and because this is Christ rising from the water, because we see Christ falls, and then Christ rises. And as we can see here, December. This is June 21st. This is December 21st. The shortest day of the year, the longest day of the year. This is Christmas. And see how it all works out. At the same time, the Masonic G. This is the highest point. This is the highest consciousness, because this is the up. We only go up from there. This is like we're zero and we're just y. we understand that. And at the same time, marine, nautical, I can't come up with something for z, but the thing is, it's all wavy. And it's just kind of funny how it all, this is the plane, and this is where everything just kind of happens. Sorry, I'm going on a little tangent. My phone's about to run out of memory. We go through the 4 cardinal directions also. And then we have the 12 hours in a day. We have 60 minutes on the clock. And even still, we can do 30 days. I mean, that's the whole thing. And this goes, the cross is the XY symbol. 0 is at the center. Jesus died on the cross. This also explains the fractional reserve system, because we have quarters, and that's the thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have to divide it and everything, and that also brings us to why America is the new Atlantis. Yeah, this is. Please. Look into this a little bit further with me, and I was about to say something, but I totally forgot. I've been working on this for a couple of years now, and I mean, really, I've had this since the beginning, and I've just been so hesitant to really put it out there, and but we need to really understand that there's only one holy science. I mean, we need to understand that there's, why is the rest of the world using the metric system while we're using the fractional reserve still? And why does everyone want to be part of America? Why were we considered the new world? And there's a lot that goes on with this, but the main thing is we've been taught math wrong our entire lives. We've been taught wrong our entire lives. We need to be taught creation. Happy Easter.